Can I please have your name and occupation title?
My name is Maria Castro, and I'm a certified athletic trainer at Cerritos College.
And how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing athletic training for over 25 years. This is my second year at Cerritos College.
Can you explain what a trainer at Cerritos does exactly?
We do prevention and care of the athletic injuries for all of the 19 sports that we have here. So we take them from stretching, getting them ready, to all the way to getting them to compete. And then after they compete, if something happens while they're out on the field, like they sprain their ankle or they hurt their knee or something, we do the first aid response there and decide whether we need to splint them, send them to the hospital, or if we're going to treat them in-house. And then we bring them into our facility and do all the rehab if they have surgery, things like that. So we take care of all the medical aspects of the athletes from start to finish.
And do you train athletes differently depending on what sport they're in?
Yes. The general concepts of the exercises are the same regardless, but when you get down to sport specific exercises, you need to curtail it. If it's a soccer player, you need to work more soccer sport specific skills, and if it's a water polo player, then you need to adjust it that way. So understanding the sports and breaking down their skills and how they do it is going to help a lot.
And how did you get to the position of trainer at Cerritos?
My background, I went to college at Cal State Fullerton. That's where I got my bachelor's. I graduated with their athletic training curriculum program. Then I have a master's from UNLV, Las Vegas. From there, after I graduated with my master's, I went to UC Irvine and worked 2 years there. Then worked at UCLA for 3.5 years with their sports teams and stuff like that at the Division I level. Then I worked at St. John Bosco High School, which is a local high school. Did that for about 1.5 years. And then I worked at Riverside Community College for 13 years. And now I've been at Cerritos now for 2. So I've kind of been all over the place, Division I, high school level, community college. That's kind of where I found my niche.
What's the most difficult part of your job?
Probably dealing with the coaches. They change their schedules a lot, and so you never have a standard schedule. Sometimes they practice at 6 a.m., sometimes they practice at 2 in the afternoon, and sometimes they don't communicate and tell you, and then they get frustrated if their athlete is out. And, so it's a lot of communication, administrative problems that sometimes is hard to deal with. That's probably the toughest part of the job.
And what makes your job worth it?
The athletes. I love working with the student athletes. I love working with, my different students. The students that I have in here, we have a internship program that they get ready for athletic training and teach them how to do athletic training. So I really like mentoring aspect of it. But it's so rewarding to see an athlete that gets hurt and they're so down and they're so frustrated, to you push them through and you get them through their rehab and they go back and they play and they're successful, and it's just very rewarding that way.
Are there certain injuries that are more common than others, and if so, what are those?
Probably the most common injury is ankle sprains. Twisting your ankle, turning your ankle, and because we're standing up most of the time and you're moving around in sports, that's very common. Women will tend to get a little bit more knee injuries than males because they have a lower center of gravity and they're more predisposed to getting more knee problems. We get a lot of shoulder issues as well because everything throws, like water polo you throw, baseball you throw, throwing in track, swimming, you're using your shoulders. So a lot of the sports, basketball, everything's you're using your arms. So we get a lot of shoulders as well too. But I think the most common one, if I was to pick one injury, it'd be an ankle sprain.
What's something that students might not know about athletic training here at Cerritos?
That we have a program. I don't think a lot of people know that there is an athletic training aid certificate that we have that kind of gets you ready for the curriculum programs. We have a very good mentoring program that we have here available that teaches classes, has them, I keep pointing out there, sorry you can't see it, but that's the training room. that we have, and we give the students experience to learn about athletic training and to get hands-on experience that gets them working with me, that I can write them letters of recommendations for their curriculum programs, and getting them involved that way so that they're more successful at the next level. So I think I don't think that there's not many advertisements and stuff like that, and sometimes people don't hear about it. And it's just if they take the intro class that I teach, the intro class that I kind of, do recruiting and sell the program through there. But if they don't happen to stumble upon the intro class, then people don't really hear about it too much.